For those of you who have played the original Dead Rising series from its launch nearly 10 years ago and are interested in this triple pack released by Capcom, you may end up with a few old memories of your experience in the game, and possibly some nostalgia. But that's about it. Dead Rising Triple Pack is the combination of Dead Rising 2, and Dead Rising 2 Off the Record with little more than a slight polish and upscale. You won't be seeing anything new in this edition. Sure, it has all the DLC released for those games during their initial launches, but without anything else to add to the mix, you'll likely be at the store ready to reserve the upcoming sequel Dead Rising 4 just to get something new. For those new to the series, Dead Rising is a survival horror series with a ton of comedy thrown right into the mix of flesh-eating dead zombies. You play as Frank West, a journalist always trying to get the latest big scoop. Once a legion of killer zombies breaks out, it becomes West's job to help the survivors and to use his journalistic abilities to find out just how all this happened. Dead Rising 2, on the other hand, stars the character Chuck Green. Green is on a hunt for money to save his daughter. He needs the cash to make Zombrex, which is a drug that has to be taken every 24 hours and which acts as a preventive for turning all zombie-like. So in other words, his daughter is going to become a zombie if he doesn't make the money. Dead Rising 2 Off the Record, which was a standalone DLC, oddly enough puts you back into Frank West's shoes. The story is almost identical to Dead Rising 2. In this version, you'll be on a time limit to finish each mission, which will stress you out if you aren't prepared for what comes next. There's also a sandbox mode in this version that lets you go about at your own will. The Dead Rising Triple Pack doesn't exactly pack much more than the first 3 games. What the game does come with is all of the DLC that was available on each of the original games, and each one of them plays in 1080p, 60 frames per second. More frames per second means the game runs a lot smoother than it did from last generation. With a whole lot of zombies on screen at the same time, there's less lag, which makes it a lot more intense. There's no reason to say this is a bad deal. However, if you still have an Xbox 360, you can get all of these games with that system for cheaper than this triple pack. On the other hand, you don't get to play with cleaner graphics, and you might have to plug in an older system. Dead Rising has always been about the unconventional way of targeting and eliminating zombies in a fun and hilarious fashion. Taking a toaster and bashing it across a zombie's head, or a funny costume to help show off your professionalism in being a zombie killer are some of the unique ways this series changed this genre up on its head. Memorable characters, and so much stuff to kill with and uncover along the way, you can literally spend dozens of hours just on the first game alone, having a blast while mowing down zombies left and right. My biggest questions while playing through these games were, why weren't the graphics upgraded from 10 years ago, and why did they also bring forward some rather annoying bugs as well? It feels like this game is a cash grab in the sense that it was slapped onto a disc or download file and handed out to gamers. AI in the game still gets caught up from time to time. Rescuing survivors will force you to keep your eyes locked onto them as they'll often run into things, like zombies. With the mostly unchanged game, you'll still be receiving the hilarious voice cast that really amps up the effects of how the story is told, as well as a great musical score that can really tell you when you're in the midst of a hilarious apocalypse and when you're just running around being goofy. With that being said, if you are new and need more zombies to fill your flesh-eating desires, by all means, get this pack. If you've already enjoyed the game separately in the past and you're looking for something new, I'd reserve a copy of Dead Rising 4 for that.
I can't get a signal. Why can't I get a signal?
She was looking right at me and they had her and I couldn't do anything. She went down without a sound and I had to get out of there. I just ran.
TV! At least stick a sock down there or something! Stopping you from climbing up on those corners? Climb your ass up on those corner posts. close and get the grinders going. Come on now, these people are paying for blood. Get those grinders going. Hey, you play with fire, you gon' get burned.
And that wraps it up. What are your thoughts about this? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please like and share it on Twitter and Facebook. And why not consider subscribing? We upload some really cool videos almost every day. Thank you for watching this video, and happy gaming!